Hello friends, welcome to beautiful Kissimmee, Florida. I'm here at a unique place today, a place I think you'll enjoy, the Tupperware Museum. You know Tupperware, it's in your parents' or grandparents' kitchen cupboards. I bet you, most of you have owned some kind of a Tupperware item. I still do, use it all the time. I wanted to come to the source. I'm at the headquarters, Tupperware, and they have a museum inside. Let's go check it out. Very welcoming note here on a plaque in front of the beautiful fountain. Cool. I've made it in. They're only open 3 days a week for only 3 or 4 hours of the day, but here it is. Cool. It's kind of like a big lobby area. As soon as you walk in, there are values written on the wall and some other things about the company written around the place. There's this small atrium welcoming you. There's an exhibit on Brownie Wise. She was a pioneer for women in the workplace. She's a developer for Tupperware. She came up with some ideas, and here you see her in a Tupperware party, leading the way. Here's a book of pictures that Brownie Wise took over her career, but you can't see anything. And some pottery that she made. Here's a dress that Brownie wore. You say she was always an elegant lady. Looks like each of these cubby holes have new Tupperware items in them. I've never seen this style before. Yeah, that is pretty neat. Oh, it's so spacey looking, I love it. They even have candles. I had no idea. I did not know that they had this kind of stuff. Walking around in this little area is real echoey. It sounds like my voice is extremely loud. Here's a small exhibit about Joe Hara. He was a president of Tupperware for some period of time. People seem to like him. This little exhibit is kind of hard to see, but it's a salt and pepper shaker. And this red thing, it's a bell funnel used for ketchup, it says. I'm not sure. It looks like a butter container back there in the back. 1947. Here's some personal items like a safety pin caddy, a bobby pin caddy, shampoo brush, soap case. Soap, looks like. Here's the Millionaire line from 1947 to 1954. It's like a higher end. Looks a little iridescent. I like that. And what do we have here? Some more old stuff. Huh. When I told you that I currently use Tupperware items myself in my house regularly, this is exactly what I use. It's a little bit bigger version, maybe like a 10-inch, but I use it nearly every day. Now that I know these exist, I kind of want to go find them. Looks like we have a light bulb box and a banjo. I think that's what you call this, right? A banjo slicer? Be careful with those. Nice set. I love the colors, especially like this. It's a rice cooker and looks like a sushi press. It's a grater. What a good idea. I didn't know these existed either. Now I'm gonna have to get some Tupperware. I know it. Let's see what else we have here. If you were a salesperson in the 70s and 80s, this is what you were rewarded with for doing a good job. That's pretty cool. And if you were in the sales force in the 50s and 60s, this is what you received for doing a good job. Here's the pack and carry from the 1980s. I think we had some of those things in our house. We have more older items here. The Jet and Serve. It's a mold. 1964. Salad tongs and a bowl from 1954 and 1966. The standard Tupperware pitcher. I still have one of these, it's brown. I think everybody had one of those pitchers, and probably some of those cups too. 1983. A little more fancy line of Tupperware with their wine glasses, champagne flutes. The 1978 line of Tupperware bowls. I think most people I know had these. We had these. I still have the brown one in my kitchen currently. I like that green container. I have no idea what it's for. Maybe flour, sugar, something like that. And we have some newer things here. Some microwave contraption and little heat and serve, reheat and serve, whatever. Tiny treasures, all the miniature items of Tupperware things. These are neat. Wow. Right below, there are 3 options, A, B, or C, and you put $3 in and pick one. Oh, which one now? A, B, or C? C. I just set you inside the machine, so I forgot my tripod, but check it out. All right. And it opens up. Functional little bowl. There's some Tupperware from around the world. This is from Mexico, London and Rome. A mooncake set from Singapore. Huh. Never seen a mooncake, didn't know it existed. Looked pretty good. Here's some toys that they made. I did not know that Tupperware made that specific toy. Huh. And some Hello Kitty stuff, of course. There's got to be some of that. The 1987 school bus. I have seen this. I think it was past my time though. Looks like a plastic press. Huh. Must be how they made the bowls. The Wonder Bowl. The common bowl. I love that one. Yep, early Tupperware molding machine. That is what it is. That was a carrying case for the salespeople to show off the goods. This is from the 1940s. If you've got some old Tupperware, it might have been made on this very machine. I'd love to see it operate. All right, we have some videos. The olden days of Tupperware. Right next to this video from the Jubilees and celebrations are these little trinkets they had from those said get-togethers. Some more Jubilee stuff. There's one from Orlando. I like that image. The last display I see are these pieces of jewelry that were given away to salespeople for selling a lot of stuff. They even gave away cars, it says. Looks like some fancy jewelry here. I know what that color means. Well, this is it. There's not a real rhyme or reason to it. It kind of goes through history, but it's not like laid out, and there's no timeline of older items to newer ones. But there's a little bit of a mix of new stuff with the older items and some of the jewelry we saw and things that salespeople were rewarded with. Right next to the museum area is this nice courtyard, but you need to swipe a badge to get out there. Okay, now it's time to check out the gallery or the gift shop. I'm doing some Christmas decorating in here. Christmas. Love it. So this is the store. You can buy new Tupperware items here. There's some stuff here I just had no idea that Tupperware made. I always think about the old bowls and the containers and the cool little tiny ones. You know, I love that stuff. But they got so much more. I had no idea. I could use one of these right now, in fact. Some nice kitchen utensils and stuff. And of course, bowls and cups and stuff like that too. Ooh, I like that. An ideal Tupperware kitchen. Look at all the color. Love the color. This National Park Foundation series of soap holders and stuff. And some minion themed stuff too. I think it's like for school stuff. I don't know, but you know, cool containers. Banana container. I have a dog food container here, and they have this vegetable container for the fridge, and some kitty stuff. Huh. It's an empanada press. Huh. Sweet. Nice. I love these. I love that color too. Isn't it cool? Now this stuff is not that expensive. Just to give you an idea, this piece here is 20 bucks. And this larger piece down here, I have this exact bowl, it's $35. So you can see it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, and there's a lot of stuff that they offer. Some really cool things. I gotta get something while I'm here. I'm not a real big into pink type of guy, but I do like the whole series of pink stuff. Now, this is perfect. It's $6 and it's very durable. Definitely gonna get one of these. I could put some paintbrushes or small leather tools, and that's what I'll use for my leather tools. Yeah. Some more items for sale back here. All kinds of cool little things. It's very tempting. An apple keeper. They've thought of everything. Check it out, they even have sunglasses. I don't think they really fit my face, but interesting thing, they fold right in half. See that? So you can like put them in your pocket. Well, I'm getting a couple things, including a few postcards. I love it. I was just about to check out and someone else walked right up behind me with this cool stuff. I'm like, where the heck did you get that? I passed right by it. Look at all these cool little tiny things. I didn't even see these. I'm gonna have to get one. You'd have a little tiny grater, you know, shape toy, and more little tiny things. I've decided to get both of these. I probably got too much stuff, guys. I wanted everything in there. It was great. You gave me a catalog, which I'm probably in trouble with that. There's so many cool things in the Tupperware line of stuff, especially over history. Just having a nice conversation with the guy working in here, how you can find Tupperware items usually in like thrift stores or, you know, on eBay, but it's like top dollar on eBay. And you keep your eye out, you can find some really neat old items, and they're still usable. It's like the best plastic products on the planet. Thanks for joining me today, friends, here at the Tupperware World Headquarters and Museum. It's been a great visit. I had some nice conversations with a few people that are working in here. It's a great facility, really cool exhibit of historical Tupperware things and new Tupperware things and tiny Tupperware things. I appreciate your company out here, friends. I'll see you in the next video.